ये साउंड नहीं आ रहा है क्या म्यूजिक का? ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरु वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो विष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you for today's session, Sri Jagannātha Kathā English. So we'll be continuing from yesterday wherever we stop from there. In yesterday's class, we discussed how Vidyapati was traveling. While he was traveling, how he was meditating on the Lord, and by that he was not able to understand his path, how much he crossed over because of his absorption. And also various other things also we discussed. So how his consciousness was and so and so. So then that Vidyapati finally reached to the Nilachal Parvat, and he was not able to find the route. So then he was spreaded his pusha mat, and he was lying there at that time. So when he dependent on the Lord, so he got some voice, actually some kind of words, that means chit chat among some unhuman beings, non-human beings. And then he followed that. They were discussing about the glories of the bhakti. So he followed that. So when he was following, then he find the ashram of the Shabara. And at that time, there he saw so many Vaishnavas there. Then he just immediately saw one Shavarottama, Shavara Pungavaha, best among these Shabaras, and is the best among the Vaishnavas. So he was coming from the top of the hill. So at that time, also he saw, so he was fully decorated with the Nirmalyam, the remnants of the Lord. And immediately Vidyapati understood, so this Vaishnava is coming after worshipping the Lord only. So like that, and he approached that Shabara, and his name is Vishwavasu. And after reaching to the Vishwavasu, and Vishwavasu was asking the wellness of this Vidyapati, and he offered, as he's the guest, so Vidyapati is the guest, and Brahmana came to house in the form of a guest. And Shabara became so happy, and he felt that his guest is like a Vishnu, and he want to serve him. So that's why he offered. So what, by seeing the tired face of the Vidyapati, so he gave offered like such a fruit juice he will take, or otherwise the cooked food. So then, but Vidyapati, so he's not at all interested of any of this, and he was very much eager to get the darshan of the Lord. So then, by the force of the Vidyapati, uh, Shabara took him to such a through a path. It's very difficult. Only one person can go, and that path he traveled. And finally, they reached to the place where there is a Rohini Kund was there, and also there is a big banyan tree. Under that tree, so Vidyapati found got the darshan of the Lord after taking the bath into the Rohini. So he get the darshan, and so by seeing that, so Vidyapati became so pleased, and he started glorifying the Lord like this. Did you try any time actually when you go in front of the deities? Did you feel to glorify? Did you make that means some kind of glorification in your mind? Anyone did like that? So when you see the Lord, so did you feel that means to glorify the Lord? Did you remember that means so Lord's qualities and innumerable qualities he's having? That means his powers and his qualities. Anyone remember like that? So every day you do like that? Or only sometimes? Or it's rarely it happens? Generally, when you see the Lord, how you feel actually? What do you think? Where do you focus? Okay. I want to hear from you. Keshav Priya Mataji, tell me what you, when you get the darshan of the Lord in the temple, how is your consciousness?
Yes.
Generally, how it
Hare
is?
Krishna Prabhu. Hare
Yes.
Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Really will
Krishna.
feel very happy. First, I actually when I came
But
into this
tell me the
bhakti
truth actually.
only.
Yeah? Tell me the truth.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
When I came to this bhakti only, I started knowing about everything.
Now what is
We
happening
should,
actually? When you see the Lord, how you feel?
yeah,
Actually? What are your
yes,
feelings?
Prabhu. When I see the Lord, I feel very happy. First, I take the darshan of the lotus feet. First, and from the Bhagavatam, I glorify the first stanza that
Every time you
Janmadasya.
do? Every time
Yes,
you do
Prabhu,
that?
every time.
Oh,
Morning when I go into the Mangalhati also, I do that, Prabhu.
three.
It's very happy, I feel.
In Rajamandri, you go?
Yes, Prabhu, I go to the Rajmundry temple.
Sri Sailu Prabhu, how you are? So what is happening whenever you see the Lord actually
హరే
nowadays?
హరే కృష్ణ గౌరీ ధన్యవాదాలు గౌరీ అంటే whenever I seeing the deities I feel very happy and I'm seeing their కరుణా కటాక్ష అంటే ద సీయింగ్ అంటే నన్ను ఎంత ప్రేమగా చూస్తున్నారు ఆ కళ్ళు ఎంత నన్ను నా మీద ఎంత కరుణ చూస్తున్నాయి ఎంత అసలు అన్ని మర్చిపోతాను అనమాట ఏమి ఏమి ఉండదన్నమాట ఆ కళ్ళు నాకు వెళ్ళి చూసిన రాధమ్మ కళ్ళు మదన్ మోహన్ కళ్ళు అసలు నిజంగా కళ్ళలాగా ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట అసలు ఎంత ఆ కళ్ళలో ఎంత కరుణ నా మీద చూసి ఎంత ప్లీజింగ్ ఉంటుంది
Okay,
అని
bro. Okay, okay.
అన్ని
So,
మర్చిపోతాను థ్యాంక్ యూ బాబు ఇక ఏం గుర్తు
yes, yes. So actually, yeah. So whenever we see the Lord, actually based upon the our consciousness. So initially the sadhakas, when they are in the Vaidhi Bhakti, Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, they have to so see the Lord's Aishwarya also. So that is very important actually. Aishwarya of the Lord will make us like Lord's Aishwarya, you know, in the 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita we learn. So when we see the Lord's Aishwarya, so that will remind us, so all the time to remember him. That means he is saying that he is the taste in the water and also he is the smell in the earth and so on. So these are all Aishwarya actually. So that's why definitely devotees they see based upon their consciousness actually. And they, like you see who are in the Dasya they glorify, they see the Lord differently. So, but anyway, we are not in any rasa. That's absolutely we have to accept. So maybe one or two, maybe I don't know, but in generally, so we are not in a Madhuri rasa or Vatsalya rasa or anything. So we generally, so we should worship the Lord as a supreme personality of the Godhead in the beginning as a sadhaka. So in the Vaidhi sadhana, then gradually, so when we reach to the Ruchi stage, actually, then we will be so developing the as per instructions of the our previous, that means our acharyas. That means as per instructions of the our so guru and acharyas, we'll be developing the particular so feeling actually. So in that particular feeling means raga. That means you will be following the raga atmika bhaktas. So that should not be artificially imitated now. So now we have to, as a sadhaka, as a Vaidhi Bhakti sadhaka, so we have to so glorify the Lord, his all the his powers and all the his leelas and so on. So that has to be done, not like so imitating the Raganu Bhakti should not be done the beginning. So that's why. So these glories, how you should do, how to glorify whenever you see the Lord. So generally, we may not know much. So that's why in the Bhagavatam and also in these other Puranas, there are so many glorifications are given actually. So those are all will helping you. So, and you have to remember all those glorifications, at least something. So then you have to accept the supremacy of the Lord. And that will make us to close to the Lord. So now Vidyapati is doing the glorification. So try to see this. So we have so many glorifications in the Bhagavatam also, but Vidyapati's glorification is, you can see like. Pradhana Purushatita Sarva Vyapin Paratpara Charachara Parinama Paramartha Namostute Sruti Smriti Purane Tihasa Sampratipaditaihi Karma Vistvam Samaradya Eka Yeva Jagatpate Tatta Yetat Jagat Sarvam Srishtau Samapadyate Vibho Twadadharamidam deva tvayaiva paripalyate. What is saying? Pradhana Purushatita. So Purusha Atita. You are not the like. So you are the Pradhana. That means you are the main person. Purushatita. So that means you are the beyond all the so any Purushas. That means this Lord is beyond all the human beings, all the Purushas, or the demigods, and so on. So Sarva Vyapini, you are the all Parvesu, Paratpara, and you are the so best of the best. Charachara Parinama, you are the cause for the moving and non-moving objects. Paramartha, you are the ultimate goal. Namostute, Namostute. That means I pay my obeisances to you. Sruti Smriti Purane Tihasa Sampratipaditai Karma Bihitvam Samaradya Eka Eva Jagatpate Tvattaha Etat Jagat Sarvam. So he is established by the Sruti Smriti Purana Itihasa and so and so. And whatever the Sruti Smriti Purana Itihasa and so and so. So by all these, so whatever the different duties are recommended, so by that karma bhi tvam samaradya ekaha eva. So by all these you only worship actually. So that means if we worship by the karma, that means by worshipping the demigods, that means that karma, worshipping demigods is also karma. So if you do that, so ultimately who is worshipped? The Lord only is worshipped. That is the point he is saying. And whatever the karma or whatever the dharmas are established by the Sruti, Smriti, by all these, you are only worshipped. Ekaha eva samaradya. That means you are only being worshipped by all those. Tattaha etat jagat sarvam. So do you remember all these points actually? In the Bhagavad Gita, we see Krishna is saying so many things. I am the creator, I am the this, I am that. Do you remember? And so do you remember he is the cause of everything? He is the cause of the entire creation. He is a sarvavyapi, he is seeing everything. So this will come as much as our heart becomes so soft actually. When we don't do any aparadhas actually, we should be free from the offenses. And when we keep our hearts so, that means simple and also very obedient and humble. So if there is there in the heart, then what will happen? Then naturally you'll be feeling, that means very much. So you can easily focus on the Lord. You can easily remember the glories of the Lord. But when your heart is fully filled with this so much offenses, and then what will happen that at the time also you'll keep on, that means thinking about the, so, oh, this devotee is like that devotee is like that, and that will be offenses will be leading to the further again and again. That means, so leading to the so much other attractions also and distractions also, and so will happen actually. As much as our heart becomes so clean and pure, so then what will happen? Then the glories of the Lord will become so easily you are able to remember actually. Now you have to enforce your mind. If I say now, and now tomorrow you may see the darshan of the Lord, and then you enforce. So as per my instructions, then you try to remember. So very few things will come. Naturally, those will be coming. No. Why they are not coming naturally, even after hearing so many years the Lord's glories? Only the reason is since our heart is so much is having the contamination actually. So, and it is filled with a lot of offenses and also a lot of the sins and so on. So as much as so it is purified, then it will become clean actually. Then we can easily remember the Lord. And one will feel also so much in naturally taste actually to hear more and more about the glories of the Lord. Because so Lord and Jivatma is meant for the relation the glories of the Lord. And that is the constitutional position and natural position of the Jivatma. So it's not an unnatural thing actually. Now it will become the unnatural because of our conditioning state. We feel so unnatural to glorify the Lord and to bow, that means to pay obeisances, to bow down in front of him. So we feel so unnatural, that is not the natural state of the Jivatma. So now after that he is saying Kalpante suhrutam sarva tat kukshav Savakashakam Sukam Vasati Sarvatman Antaryamin Namostute Kalpante Samhrutam Sarva. So, oh my dear Lord, you are the creator, you are the maintainer, and you are the destroyer of the everything. Tat Kuksho, everything is going inside of your stomach. Sukam Vasati Sarvatman Antaryamin Namostute. And you are the Antaryami. That means you are there in everyone's heart. Namaste Deva Devaya Trirupaya Te Namah Chandra Suryadi Rupena Jagadbhasate Sada. So Deva Devaya. So you are the controller of all the demigods. Trirupaya. And you are only the cause for all the three avatars. That means Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, all because of you only. Chandra Suryadi Rupena Jagadbhasate. So in the form of the Chandra and Surya, you are illuminating the entire the whole world. That means all this Jagat. Sarva Tirthamaye Ganga Yasya Padabja Sangamat Punate Sakalam Lokan Tasmai Pavayate Namaha. All that means Sarva Tirthamayi, that means Ganga, in Ganga all the Tirthas are residing. That means all auspiciousness is there in the Ganga because that is coming from your lotus feet actually. So by touching your lotus feet, that is coming. That's why it get this kind of auspiciousness, and that is purifying the entire universe. That means you are the actual purifier of the entire universe. And you have such a quality. So maybe I don't know where you are, because now still do you have any doubt that Lord is existing or not? Still you have any doubt that Lord is there or not? Still do you have, that means his purity and his qualities? Then it is unfortunate actually. You should not have this. Lord is really existing actually. And he is the maintainer, and he is the creator, and he is the destroyer actually. This word is said by every devotee whenever he glorifies this, because you are seeing the creation, and you should immediately understand that this creation is not coming whimsically, but it is done by the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. And also you should not get bewildered. So you might be seeing so many demigods are worshipped by so many people, but actually the controller, the master of all these demigods is the only one God, that is Krishna, that is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's why you should not get bewildered by this. So whatever is there in front of your eyes, and also you might be seeing the purifying things, but among those all best one is only the lotus feet of the Lord. So that is the highest And he might be seeing so many duties in this whole world and set by so many itihasas and Puranas. And those are set by, that means this karma and that karma and like that. So many duties are prescribed for us, but by all those, only one is served. That is Supreme Personality of Godhead. That means everything is connected to what? Is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he is the origin of everything actually. So that's why one should understand. That means whatever the confusions are there, he is seeing so much variegated this creation, but behind this, there is only one personality, that is Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is Krishna actually. Next, Sarva Havimshi Mantra Putani Samyagdattani Bahvishu Samyagdattani Vahnishu Parinama Krute Tubhyam Jagajjivate Namaha Yedamsham Upajivanti Jagantyananda Rupinaha Sarva Kalmasha Hinaya Tasmai Brahmatmane Namaha. Havimshi Yatra Havimshi Mantra Putani Samyak Tattvani Bahishu Parinama Krute Tubhyam Jagajjivayate Namaha. So that means all these sages, they give that means rishis or the brahmanas, they chant the mantras and they give the oblations in the fire sacrifice. Everything is meant for whom? Everything is meant for the Purnahuti will be given for to whom? To the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yadamsha upajivanti jaganti ananda rupinaha. So everyone is dependent on him only actually. And because of him only, every living entity is survived here. Sarva kalmasha hinaya. And he purifies everything actually. All the contamination of everyone's heart is purified by him only actually. Nirmalaya Sarupaya. And he doesn't have any contamination. He is completely pure. So that's why if you always use the pure water not to clean anything. So anything is purifying, that should be clean. So that's why here it is said that the Lord is the most purified. That means he is the ultimate purified one actually. And that's why that such an ultimate purified one only should be used to purify anything. So Sarupaya. So Shubha Rupaya Mayine. Sarupaya. So he is only the cause for his form. Nobody is the cause for his form. Subha Rupaya Mayine Shubha Rupaya. That means his form is not going to invoke any inauspiciousness in you. So generally, if you see, if we have a beautiful some woman form, if you see, or otherwise man see woman form or woman see the man form, then that form will invoke the inauspiciousness actually. That will increase the lust in us. And that will cause for the contamination in the heart actually. And that will bring the inauspiciousness in people actually. By seeing in this material world the so-called beautiful forms and beautiful things, what will happen? One will be getting the lust actually. But if anyone see the beautiful form of the Lord, it is not going to give the lust, but it is going to give it is going to purify the heart. And his form is like that. And it is going to purify the heart. Subha Rupaya. That's why it is what? Lord's form is so auspicious actually. So that's why one has to all the time has to see the beautiful form of the Lord. Sarva Sangha Vihinaya. And Mayine. Mayine means he is the controller of the Maya actually. Now, by which Maya we are being controlled, that Maya is controlled by him. And that's why we should take the shelter of him. Sarva Sangha Vihinaya. Sarva Sangha Vihinaya. He always, that means stay alone. Yes, Lord is alone actually. Alone means what? He always away from all the so-called nonsense things actually. He is Atma Ramaha. He doesn't have any other business with any other things other than his Sarupa. So and Sarupa Shaktis. He doesn't always intermingle with he never intermingle with the Shaktis which are external to his form actually. External to his Sarupa. So like that means Bahiranga Shakti. He never intermingle with any Bahiranga Shakti and try to enjoy. But Jivatma tries to enjoy with the Bahiranga Shakti, but not like he. But now he is not like us actually. Sarva Sangha Vihinaya Namaste Visva Sakshine. Namaste Viswasakshine. He is the witness of the entire universe. Nobody should think that. So nobody is watching us actually. He is witnessing everyone actually. Whatever thought is going in your heart, any crookedness or any contaminated thought is going on. He is clearly watching that and he is knowing everything. You cannot cheat him actually. You may cheat yourself, you may cheat the others, but you cannot cheat the Lord. And he is knowing everyone's heart. Bahupadakshi Shirshasya Bahave Sarvajishnave. Bahupadakshi, and he is having the innumerable hands and innumerable legs and innumerable heads. Bahave Sarvajishnave Sarva Jiva Swarupaya. All the jivas are nothing but his energy only, and they are not different from him, and they are not independent from him. They cannot exist without him. Namaste Sarva Rupine. For that means he is the inclusive of everything. That means all the different variegated energies, whatever there to create this material world, and also different jivatmas are the part and parcel, and everything, all the Shakti is belonging to him, and it is not different from him. So that's why he is Sarva Rupine. That means everything is his form only actually. Namaste Kamala Kanta, Namaste Kamalasana, Kamala Kanta. So he is having the eyes like the lotus eyes. Kamalasana, he is sitting in the lotus. Kamala Patraksha, so his eyes are like Kamala Kanta. He is the husband of the Lakshmi, and Kamala Patraksha, his eyes are the petals of the lotus. Trahimam Purushottama, hey Purushottama, oh best among all the Purushas. Oh my dear Lord, please save me. Like that, this Vidyapati is praying to the Lord. Asara samsara paribrahmane nishpidyamanam kalu roga shokaihi Mam uddara asmad bhava dukkha jatat padambajohe te sharanam prapanna. What one should seek? So Vidyapati is seeking what? Asara samsara paribrahmane nishpidyamanam kalu roga shokaihi. This material world is asara. Nothing is there. So you might be thinking earning the money and building the big buildings and having the jewelry and having the beautiful wife or the beautiful husband and so on. So all these are all just asaram. These are all not the essence actually. It is not the essence. Is what? Essence is the Lord's bliss actually. So Hladini potency is the essence of all the energies. That is the highest blissful thing actually. And that is the reality. But this is what? Asara actually. This is the only flickering pleasure and samsara, but not knowing this jivatma is running behind this asara and keep on getting the what? Samsara paribramane. Is just dwelling in this samsara, in this material world. And it is always just squeezed. This jivatma is squeezed by the roga shokai nishpidyamanam. It is squeezed by so many diseases. Again and again, so many miseries. Adi Daivika, Adi Bhautika, Adhyatmika, and so many kinds of the miseries. It is always is given and it is squeezed again and again. And such this material world, my dear Lord, Mam Uddhara Asmat, please remove me from this samsara. Asmat Bhava Dukkajat. Bhava dukkha jatat. And this is the misery because of this bhava. Bhava means this entanglement to this material world. Bhava dukkha jatat. So you please save me from this. Please lift me from this bhava dukkha. That means miseries from this material world. And padambajohote sharanam prapannam. Please give a shelter at your lotus feet. This should be the prayers actually. So Vidyapati is praying like this. Then after that, what happened? Iti stutva sureshanam devam pranavarupinam pranatah pranavam mantram jajapa purato hare. Then after praying like this, Jaimini is saying what he did next. Jaimini is saying that. So he also chanted the pranava mantras in front of the Lord. So and like that, Sureshanam devam pranavarupinam. He is the is the personification of the Pranava mantra. So impersonal form of the Pranava mantra, Om, is the Brahman, and the personal form of the Om is what? Is the Krishna himself actually. And that's why here Vidyapati glorified the glorified the Lord with the Pranava mantras. Japante Shantamanasam Krutanjilim Upastitam Manyamanam Krutartaswap Pravocha Sabaro Divajam. So like this, he also did the japa, and after that, Vidyapati's mind is completely soothed. Of course, he didn't eat for the 2 days, and he didn't take anything, and he was having a lot of thirst and hunger and everything, but still he is not hesitated by anything actually. So, and his heart is so much pleased, and it is now became the so peaceful. Krutanjalim upastitim, like that, he is with folded hands, and he just is in front of the Lord. Manyamanam Krutartaha. So then Vidyapati felt that yes, his life finally became successful. He got this direction, that the direct darshan of the Lord, and who is directly residing here actually. So he is the Swayambhuva Vigraha. That means Lord himself manifested. Neeli Madhav is the Swayambhuva Vigraha actually. Lord himself came there. And by this darshan, he felt himself as his life is became successful. Swayam Prabhocha Shabaraha Dijam. So then this Shabara, that means he's a Vaishnavagraha, is a great devotee of the Lord. Then he told with the Vidyapati like this. So what Shabara told Vishwavasu, Shabara's name is Vishwavasu. Vishwavasu is saying like this. Krutartasthvam prabhum dushtva sampratam dijapungava dinanto budgruham yavaha Kshuditose Shavantaha Vasopyaranye Himsranam Nasmakamuchita Stitihi Yavad Bhanor Bhanti Bhasastavadhyamo Nijalayam. He's saying that, oh my dear Shabara, so oh my dear Vidyapati, so finally Dijapungava, oh best among all the Brahmanas, Krutarthahatvam, your life became successful. You got the darshan of the Lord. Now the time is already evening, that is, because so Vidyapati came so at the afternoon time, and they reclaimed, and then after that, now it is almost all, now it's about to become the night. So that's why now the sun is setting, about to set actually. Now he's saying, Shabara is saying, Vidyananto Abhut, oh my dear Brahmana, it is the end of the day. Gruham Yavaha, let us go to our house. Chiditosi, you are so much having the hunger, and also you are tired, my dear Brahmana. So let us go back to our place. Let us go back to our house. So there you can take the rest. And also it is so much night now, and it's very dangerous because there is a big, deep forest. There are so many, so animals are there, violent animals are here actually. Vaso apyaranye himsanam. Na asmakam uchita stitihi. It's not good to stay here now. So when the night became night, then we cannot find the road also. Path also is not clear for us, and it will be very difficult for us. And it's not good for us to stay here now. Yavat bhanor bhanti bhasaha. That now still the sun is there before it is going to set. Let us go back to our house. Nijalayam yamaha. With very kind words. And so this Vishwavasu is with full of, it means compassionate heart, with komal heart, so soft heart, he is said to the Vidyapati. Iti uktva brahmanam panaihi gruhitva shabaraha punaha. Once again, so like that he said, and he took the hand of the Vidyapati. Because that road is so horrible, and big stones and sharp stones, and also very, very sharp thorns also there. So that's why this is a Brahmana. This is a Brahmana stays in a big, palace. And he's a opulent guy. And he doesn't know how to walk also in such a stones. And how to jump and how to walk. So that's why what? Shabara took him actually with his hands. And he took the Brahmana's hands. Ajagama dija sreshtaha swashramam tvarayanvitaha So like that, he said that, oh, chalo, let's go. We'll go. Ajagama, we'll go, my dear. So now it's late and let's go. Like that, Brahmanopi Jagannādham dhyayan Ananda Sagaram. But what is the condition of Vidyapati? So by getting this darshan, he is full of in ecstasy now. So immediately he also stood up and he is walking, but his heart is by getting that darshan, is fully filled with the joy actually. With the joy, he is in the joyful mood actually. And Kshut, Trusha, Shama, Shuma Jatani, Dukkani, Babudha. And because of the hunger and thirst and tiredness, whatever the pain is there, he is not able to recognize that. So he is not able to feel that actually. And also while walking there are so many sharp stones and also big sharp thorns also there. And his feet is falling on that, but still he is not feeling any pain on that. Rajan na dukkam lebhe. He is not getting any pain. Asau shariranasthayam. So he is not in the bodily consciousness. He is completely in the bliss of the Lord. Sariran astaya muda. So he is completely in the blissful state. Evam rajantau tau viprashabaro shabaralayam. Like that they are walking and finally reached to the Shabara's house. And by that time, it's now completely, it became dark actually. That means sunset. Sayahne tam anupraptau Vaishnavagyau tu ho dvijaha. Both are the great Vaishnavas, both Shabara and the Vidyapati. These are both are the great Vaishnavas. You know, just to make you understand that the greatness of the Shabara and also Vidyapati, I have to say one point actually. It is going to come, but still I am saying now only. Lord Jagannath, this Darumai Jagannath, whatever that now we have Jagannath. So anyway, these deities are keep on changed. So he'll be getting after 12 years, I think, the once again the body. So this Jagannath will stay in that Nilachal Parvat till the time the descendants of the Shabara and the descendants of the Vidyapati, they stay till the time only Jagannath will be on the Nilachal. When these descendants are over, then Jagannath also will be disappearing. This is going to happen. So that's why Vidyapati and descendants are there now also. That's why Jagannath is there. And also Shabara's descendants also there. Now whenever this Ratha is gone, it's a Gundicha. So there now it's staying. These 7 days are worshipped by the Shabara people actually. Shabara dynasty, so whoever are the descendants, they worship. And the remaining days, Vidyapati's descendants, they worship. If their dynasties and these people are over, then Jagannath also out. Jagannath also will leave that place. So that is the greatness actually. Vidyapati and Shabara, these both descendants only are now taking care of the Lord Jagannath actually. So then after that, what? Tatra. Now Shabara is so happy because he got the Vaishnava Brahmana as a guest for his house. He's so much excited to serve him. Bhaksha bhojya vidhanaischa vividaihi samapujyat. He gave so many items. How many? So many items. So innumerable items. So to eat. Bhaksha bhojya vidhanaischa vividaihi samapujyat. So Shabara treated Vidyapati with so many palatable food items. Tato bhi abhitruptaha. Vidyapati became so happy. Brahmana bhojana priya. So he took this opulent prasadam. And by that he became completely satisfied. Abhitruptaha means from all directions. Abhi means in all directions. He became satisfied in all directions. It's not that some sweet might be there and I'm missing sweet. No. all shadruchis, all 6 kind of tastes related to that all different. That means juicy items and also dry items and also kurkure items and also spicy items and also all kinds of varieties. All the way this Vidyapati is satisfied. Tad dattaihi upacharaihi rupochitaihi. And the treatment, how it was? It was like even the kings also will not be served like that. And those many items were offered to the Vidyapati. And Viswayam Paramam Lebe. And he got surprised. My God, this Shabara gave these many items. How he got? Shabarasya Sudurlabhaihi. Even it is not possible for even the kings also. It is not possible. And this Shabara, how he got? How can he have in his house these many things? How he had actually? So do you know how he got this Shabara actually? Shabara means generally they are tribals actually. They stay in the forest and they hunt the animals or something like that. I'm not exactly knowing, but they are like forest people. But in his house, even the kings also they don't take. And those many items, that many items are there. How they came actually? So where are from them actually? So then that's why Vidyapati also got surprised like you. He's also thinking how he got this many. Sabaroyam nishasati vishame kananantare. So you're recording? Aranyakaihi vartamanaha katamasya gruhantare. And he is a forest man. Aranyakaihi, that means there are forest people. How it is possible in his house these many items? And also he's staying in a deep forest. It's not that they some adjacent to the forest. Maybe some people gave to him. No. And it is such a deep forest, even no civilized citizens can come and give to him. And there is no, that means some market bringing the different vegetables and this and that and all these pulses and preparing for that. And such a deep forest he is staying and he cannot get anything there. And but in his house, this much even the kings also they cannot get, and such a opulent food is there. How it is possible? Rajarha Baksha Bhojjani, Sulabhanya Tadbhutam Mahat. And these are all generally given to the kings, and such a enjoyable kings enjoy this kind of food, and such a items are there here. And like this, he was feeling so much, that means surprise while eating, and he's seeing the very surprisingly into the face of the Sabara actually. And by seeing the surprise amusement of the Vidyapati, Shabara immediately understood. Oh, this forest man, how he got these many items? He might be thinking like this. Then, without asking only, Shabara started replying like this. Provacha snigdavacha vinayavanato brusham. Then that means this Shabara became so humble. He didn't feel that the proud of this. Yeah, I'm having these many items. So not like that. And with the very soft, mild voice and with the humbleness, and he started speaking like this. So Shabara is replying, even the Vidyapati didn't ask actually. But by understanding the situation, he started replying, Bho Vipra, Sramahinosi kaschit kshutrud vivarjitaha aranyakanam bhavane nagaranam kutah sukam. He's saying little bit like sarcastically actually. Sramahinosi, what? You became now tiredless. Now your tiredness is over. How can you get kaschit kshutrud vivarjitaha? So aranyakanam bhavane nagaranam kutah sukam. I am a forest man and you are a palace man. You stay in the city man, you are a city guy. And I am a forest person. How can you become happy in my house? Kutah sukam bhavane. In my house, how can be you comfortable? Definitely you are not comfortable. Agnata nagari vrittihi shabaraistu visheshataha. And we do so we stay in the forest and we don't have the capacity to serve like you people who are always stay in the palace. Rajopajeevinam, you always dependent on the king, and you get the best treatment from your king. And that's why the Raja's minister and the Raja Purohit has to be served like how the king has to be served. That is Shastra is saying. That means whenever the minister of the king or the Purohit of the king comes, and they also should be served like the king. This is the Shastra is saying. And you are the Indradimna kings. Indradimno Narapatihe Sarvabhaumaha Pratapavan. And you are the Purohit of the Indradimna Maharaj. And who is the Samrat? You know, Samrat means Sarvabhauma is the emperor. Actually, you are the emperor of all the kings. So many kings are serving under him. And such a king's Purohit you are. And your king is so powerful. And my dear Brahmana, if I am able to satisfy you, definitely that powerful king also will be satisfied. Dhruvam Vipra Bhavishyati, definitely king also will be satisfied. So what is the duty of the citizens of the kingdom? The citizens of the kingdom is that their duty is pleasing the king. And king's duty is what? Pleasing the people actually. This is going on actually. So people always serve the king by giving the taxes and by giving the sufficient taxes and so on. So similarly, king also will be satisfying the people by providing the facilities like the what? Like water facilities, like digging the wells, making the canals, and also so building the various what generally king they do. Hospitals he will be building, Vaidyasalas also he will be building the satram, you know, the satrams means, you know, in the Andhra Pradesh also you can find actually, we have so many. So the Batasaris, whenever in the previous olden days, whenever the people used to travel from one village to another village, they don't have any buses nowadays like we are having. Just if you go 40 years back in the rural India, even still now also in some cases and in some places rural India, we don't have any buses or so and so. But in the rural India, that's so nice actually. People used to go by the walk only to the different places. Maybe they might be walking for the 20 to 30 kilometers in a day. Either by the bullock cart if they have luggage, or otherwise they'll be walking by the feet actually. And for resting for those people too, if you want to travel 100 kilometers, you'll be planning for 3 days actually. And they have to stay in the night time for that. So king, what he has to do, he'll be building some kind of satram. What is that? Satram in English, what we say? It's like a guest house. It's not exactly guest house, and it's a free. So dharmashala, it's like a dharmashala. Yes, good word. Dharmashalas. There you can stay. You can stay, and also you can hold your small, that means so grains and little grains and dal. So whatever that means, rice and dal. You can, what you can do, you can put some stones, 3-4 stones, and keep that means you can bring some dry wood here and there, firewood, and lit it and cook yourself and eat and go on. And they used to do like that. Otherwise, sometimes in some dharmashalas, they used to provide the food also. But it's not necessary actually. But to stay, there is a water, there is a well will be there, and this you can find even also in our places, near to our places, in Tenali and different places. It might be there actually. Even in the Rajamandri, it should be actually. There was the king actually. Rajkot also was there now actually. It should be now. I don't know. Who are in the villages, they would be knowing this. It was like that actually. And people are very much localized. When the people are localized, and problems are also very much localized. If the people are very much traveling so many different places, then problems also will be carried forward. And also problems will be getting the new problems. So that's why society has to be localized. Society has to be localized. Everyone should be localized. They has to stay where they took the birth. In the future, actually, our planning is Daya Varnashrama Dharma. So our Prabhupada is also again and again, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says, everyone should be localized actually. So stay there, preach, and have your small community of devotees, and do nicely bhakti and be happy. Gar Gar Mandir, Har Gar Mandir. Every house is temple. Every house should be temple. And it's not that so bringing so many politics and gathering one place, and it should not be hub of the politics. No, this is a false philosophy actually. The false atmosphere is happening nowadays. You learn from the temple how to do the devotion, how to worship the Lord, and what is the philosophy. Then after that, you preach. You preach in your locality, in your street. You preach and make the whole street as a devotees, and let them come to your house and do the program whole day. That means and one day once in a while you should come to the temple and get darshan, learn some things and go. And you have to make your house as a temple. It should be localized actually. And devotees also like that. This movement has to be multiplied actually. It should not be centralized on bureaucracy. So centralized bureaucracy should not hamper the growth of our movement. Centralized bureaucracy will be hampering the movement growth. So it should not happen, and it should be more and more localized actually, and more spread over. Prabhupada also gave so many instructions on this. Okay. So then Shabara is saying, oh my dear, you are a city guy and I am a not village, I am a forest guy. And how can you be satisfied in my house? So, ityuktavacche aranyasthe sato pratitaro vijaha uvacha shabara pritya vinayat. So like that he said, when Shabara said that you may not be so much satisfied because of me, then Vidyapati is speaking actually with the folded hands, be humble, and so that is the way. That's the way. So, sadhu madhu upacharaya prutanyetani yanite vastuni amanushaniha yan adrushtani rajabihi. What he's saying? Oh my dear, so Vaishnava, best among the Vaishnava. So what is this? You are saying that how I can be satisfied? Even in my life, I didn't see these many items. Even my kings also, they don't see these many items. And amanushani, these are all amanusham. Amanusham means what? Generally, we think that in Telugu, amanusham means we think that it's a very dangerous. That means very bad. But amanusham means extra human things. That means it's beyond the humans range actually, beyond the human range. So such items I am getting. So how I can be unhappy with this? And you gave me so many things. Chitrametad, and I am very much surprised, my dear Shabara. So Divya Vastu Sanchayaha, these are all very godly items, very auspicious and very godly items. How Shabaralaye, in your house, how it is possible of gathering these items? I am really want to know this. And really I am feeling so much excited actually to know this. Please. So, samvardame tat mahat samvardate mahat sadhu. So my inquisitiveness is keep on increasing actually by seeing these many items. How it is possible? Please tell me. Then Sabara is thinking after that. Yetat prakashitam vipramatir notsahate mama. Actually, Sabara doesn't want to say this to the Brahmana because there is a secret behind this. He doesn't want to say, but still, so he's not feeling so excited to speak the truth actually. Sabara is not feeling excited so to speak, but the Brahmana, Vidyapati is excited to know actually. Then what Shabara did actually? Kathā pite jijasreshta atidhi bhaktya vadamyaham. But Shabara is devoted to his guest. Yes, everyone should be devoted to their guest. Guest has to be nicely served. So whenever the guest comes, first guest has to be given with the nice treatment, and then whatever remaining, then that you should take. But generally what we do, we keep ourselves first, take it out, and then for the guest, so we give, so whatever the remaining is there, and we'll show that is the empty parts. When you bring the half empty, full of empty parts in that little sabji, then automatically you understand. He said, no, okay enough. So Prabhu, you want more? Oh no. And you are showing, you are just making him. So this is a generally, so nowadays, actually, it's not that everyone is doing. I am not saying everyone, but in the temples also, so this is the thing generally happens actually. Guest, as Prabhupada standards are very heavy because of not we are having the purity of our, so many things, because that's why we are not able to maintain the standards given by the Prabhupada. So he wanted any guest come to our temple, so those has to be served nicely. And we should not send them with the empty stomach actually. So give the nice feast prasadam, even 24 hours our kitchen has to keep on going on. So that was, but anyway, so our standards are going down because, of course, because if we maintain such a purity and such a dependency on the Lord, definitely he will maintain. So whatever the reasons, there may be so many other reasons and this and that reasons. But the standard is, what is the scriptural standard? So guest has to be treated as like a Lord, actually, like a Vishnu, actually. So Vishnu Riva. So that's why now Shabara is devoted to his guest, and now guest is asking, so what is the secret behind all these items? So whether he has to say or not. So, but being a devoted person, so he said the truth actually. Shabara didn't hide anything. He said, and also there is a Brahmana actually. And so that's why he said, Kshatriya might be having the political agenda, but Brahmanas are always what? They should be transparent actually. Brahmanical, so nature is very transparent and they should not have any political agenda actually. They should be controlling their senses and mind always, and always their consciousness dwelling in the truth actually. And dwelling in the truth and dwelling in the worshipping of the Lord. And they are very much satisfied with the simple things actually. And for their maintenance, they should be depending on the just, so on others just for the begging, and they accept only just they need for the survival of their existence, that's all. And that should be the culture of us. That's this Krishna conscious movement is meant for the establishing the Brahmanical culture in the society actually. Not for the gathering and greedy, just we should not show our greediness actually. This is not the good for the growth of the spirituality. Spiritual growth is not good. So when we accumulate this so much money and so many other things, then that will lead to the greediness, and that will cause that means contamination in the heart actually. So that's why Prabhupada, whatever the funds you collect immediately, spend it opulently for the Lord's service and finish it. So this is the instruction he has given how to run the temple actually. So even the Brahmanas, who are Brahmanas, so they has to, nowadays we are taking the thread, but we are not understanding the qualities what we should develop. That is very much important. That's the Puranas always, and these are all Shastras always tell how a Brahmana should be. But the politicians are, so these Kshatriyas are not like that actually. They might be laughing and they are looking very simple and very cool outside, but externally they look like that. But internally they are having the agenda of that means very strong heartache they are having actually. And that is because they have to protect the people actually. For the protection of the people, they cannot trust anyone easily actually. And also they look like they are trusting, but they are not trusting, and they are having all the agenda of how to save their people. So with that agenda only they keep on moving. So Kshatriya means he should be giving his life for the protection of the others. That is the quality. If anyone want to be a leader of the society, he should be having the first and foremost quality. So without thinking for his own selfish reasons, and he should be ready to die for the others' protection. Then he is a Kshatriya actually. And that should be the quality one should have. So now this Brahmana, simple-hearted person, so that's why this Shabara revealed the truth. So how he got these different opulent, bhogas, adi prasadam, that in his house. Then he's saying, Sakradayo devaganaha saman samayanti anvaham vija divyopacharan adaya pujanaya jagatpatehe Pujayitva Jagannātham stutva natva cha bhaktitaha Gita vaditra nrityaischa Santoshya Purushottamam Punah prayanti satatam tridivam surasattamaha. Then Sabra is saying, oh my dear Brahmana, you know, to worship our Nilmadhav, Shakradayaha, demigods, everyday Indra, and along with him all his Devaganam, means all his companions, they all come with the Divyopacharan Adaya. They bring a lot of opulent bhoga. That means different items to eat, to offer to the Lord, actually. Different types of the garlands and different types of the flowers, different types of the clothes, and so many things they bring every day, actually, for the worshipping of this Nilumada. So we missed actually this. We are not able to see actually. And that means every day they come directly. And they, after the worshipping, and they are glorifying the Jagannātha, and also they are singing the glories of the Jagannātha. They are dancing in front of him. And like that, they please the Jagannātha. Then after that, they will go back to their Swargalokam. Tridivam means Swargaloka. Divyanyetani vastuni nirmalyani jagatpate. Then they all offered and they left over there. So then what? This Shabara will be collecting all of those and bringing. And all this Sabarakulam, whatever whoever are there, they are accepting that nirmalyam. That means every day they are eating such a Rajabhog. So, and peacefully staying there and worshipping and getting the Divya Darshan of the Lord every day, and getting so much feast and eating that. And there is no gastric problem because of that. There is no, that means contaminated thing in that. And everything is purely made actually. With the Surabhi cow, that ghee is taken and is made. And very opulent and with the full of Gandha, Sugandha actually. And so tasty and juicy and very fresh. Because they will be like coming from the Swarga actually. And those are all not like just stinking like in the items what we do actually. And those are all offered to, on the top of that, those are all offered to the Jagannātha, and he accepted that. And he, so out of their love, he accepted and he ate that. And he left over that. And those, so those, that prasadam, Shabara, every day he used to eat actually. And that's why that bhoga is beyond the kings also. Kings, so life also they don't see actually such a bhoga and such a prasadam. Then saputra bandavaha sarve niva saputra bandavaha. Okay. Dattani tubhyam vidusha vidusheka katham vismayate bhavan. So, oh my dear Brahmana, how you can get the surprised? So because they are all coming from the Swarga. Vishnor nirmalya bhogena. This bhoga is accepted and it's a remnants of the Lord. Shina roga jaravayam. So you know, so we are taking every day this, and are you seeing me? I am completely free from all the diseases, and I don't get any old age. Kshina roga jaravayam. So we are not going to get any kind of diseases and any kind of old age. Saputra bandavaha sarve nivasamo yutayushaha. So along with my children and my relatives, we used to stay thousands of years. Lakhs of years we stay like this. So their ayu is lakhs of years. Vishnu nirmalya bhogena kshiyate papa samhatihi. Because we accept every day, so the remnants of the Lord, that's why our sin is completely cleaned. This is. So that's why everyone should take the prasad, not the bhoga. One should take the remnants of the Lord. Why this? One will be purified. Their heart is purified by taking the prasad. By eating the bhoga, so one will be increasing the karma bandhanam. So his attachment to this material world, it will become more and more, his attachment will become more and more tight actually. By eating, so unoffered food. Sat natat chitram dijasreshta, oh best among the Brahmanas. It's not surprising. Anyone take the, so Lord's remnants, they are free from the disease. They are free from the old age. They are always so active, and so they will be having the long lifespan. Yes, it's happening in your life. Yes, devotees always look fresh and young. So, of course, I am not devotee. So, this is the thing actually. Devotees, of course, so devotion is having this capacity, but her glories will not manifest all the time in everyone's case. And there will be several reasons. Even the devotees, if they are getting the disease, means you should not think that they are not eating the prasad and they are eating the bhoga. You should not underestimate like that. And like sometimes you might be seeing they are becoming the old age also, then you should not think that they become old. That means they are not devotee. No. If they eat their everyday prasad, then why they are becoming the old? So what is the reason? So that means they are not doing devotion. Do you conclude like that? No, you should not conclude like that. So because the glories of the bhakti will not be manifesting in everyone's case. The reasons might be so many actually. She wants to hide her glories, even they are very pure devotees. And she doesn't want to exhibit, and so reasons actually. So that's another topic. So let us continue. So there is a point. You should not justify judge the devotees on this. Then Anandasru Viluptakshaha Swam Krutartamam Amanyata Srutva Etad Durlabham Karma Brahmano Romaharshanaha. So when he heard these things from the Shabara, immediately he's eating and he became romanchit. His hair on the body became stood actually. It stood on his end. God, he's coming from the, so demigods brought this and offered. And they are eating every day and such a. So he became, and Anandastra Viluptaksha, his eyes completely filled with the tears. And he felt that now even further actually, my life now really became successful. So because he got such an opportunity to get that means the nirmalyam of the Lord. Lord's remnants he got. And he got surprised directly that Jagannātha took that. And his remnants these are all. Aho Shabara Janmo Asau. And he then, my God, this Shabara's life is what a life. And what a fortune life he is having. What I am doing in my kingdom. He started comparing himself with what I am doing that kingdom. What I am doing with that serving under king. So he'll be saying like that in the next sloka. Pashyat avyayam ishwaram taduchistam divya bhogam upabhunte divanisham. My God, this Shabara is eating day and night this prasadam. Not the one time. Day and night he is eating divanisham. And such a great fortune he is. Yadrisho Vishnu. Nanyo asya sadrisho loke pruthivyam sacharachare. I don't think that anyone like this in this whole earth planet like him. And everything he's every day he's gathering all this uchishta and happily. So he's taking and he's worshipping the Lord and he's fully devoted. What a fortune. Yadrisho Vishnu Bhakto. What kind of Vishnu devotee he is? What kind of fortune is he having? Shabaro Nila Parvate, on the top of this Nila Parvata, this Shabara. Kim Gatva Swagruhime. What is the use of going to my house? He started thinking. Why I should go to my house back? Vidyapati is thinking like that. Sometimes devotees also, when they come to our temples, when they take the Rajbhoga and they see the peaceful life of the devotees, and they also started thinking like this. So when they don't do offenses, they will be, but when we intermingle and when we become more familiar with the devotees and when we start seeing the faults in them, then after that, when we increase our familiarity with everyone and fault finding we increased, then we lose all the appreciation for the Rajbhoga and also all the appreciation for the glorious life of the devotees. Yes, it happens because of our offensiveness and because of our offensive mentality. It happens. So, but in the beginning, it was not there. Then that in the same Rajbhoga, we might be seeing so many other materially defects also. This is going to happen. I don't think that everyone is doing, just I'm indicating some are, some places, sometimes it happens like that. That's why keeping that into my mind. So I'm saying, so nanyosya sadrisho loke prudivya sacharachare yadruse Vishnu bhakto yam shabaro nila parvate kim gatva sagruhe medya kutumbena asukatmana. What is there in the family life? By going there, what kind of happiness I can get? What is the use of going to my house back? Anena sakyam nishpadya. I will do friendship with this Shabara. Stasyam yatra vanantare. I will stay nicely in this forest along with him. And I will do definitely friendship with him. I like this, he's thinking actually. And now the Shabara's heart is, Vidyapati's heart is completely attached to the Krishna, to the Madhava, to Jagannath, to the Jagannath Bhagavan. His mind is completely attached for him and he doesn't want to move out. He got the desire. So this is a spiritual desire actually. So because of this, so blissful and the service of the Lord actually. So blissful service, every day getting darshan, bathing in the Rohini Kund, and after that, so having the prasadam and glorifying, singing, dancing in front of him. So like a demigods, they used to come and offer the bhoga and sing and they dance. And this is the life actually. This is the life is meant for the Jivatma. Jivatma is fit for doing this, but working hard in this material world and so just getting strained and losing their energy and impatient and getting anger and so much frustration, all these are all not meant for the Jivatma actually. But why we are getting still? Because of our false identification, because of our falsely thinking that the so-called, that means things as our own, because of our the attachment to this material world. You might be thinking that this family is your family. You might be thinking that this village is your village. You might be thinking that this nation is your nation. So because of your false identification, you are getting the frustration. You are getting the suffering in this material world. But what is the natural state of the Jivatma? So just to glorify and take prasadam and enjoy and dance and so be blissful all the time. This is the constitutional position of the Jivatma. And this is being given by our Acharya Srila Prabhupada to everyone in this whole world. And that's why he started this movement and this keep on increasing by the selfless efforts of our devotees. They are just spreading this Krishna consciousness by distributing the books and so on. And to bring this kind of culture into the nation, to the once again on this planet. Everyone simply produce that means simple grains and offer it and be blissful and happy life. Not this so much false identification and false endeavors and false goals and false life they are leading actually. And because of this, they are always in the frustration and the anxiety. And you should not think that the working hard in this material world is the constitutional position. And many have the fool's conception actually. Foolish conception they are having actually. What is that? So working hard is the best. No, actually. Working hard is not the best. Only that is the, so karmat, he will think that. You should always glorify the Krishna. 24 hours singing the glories of the Lord and hearing the glories of the Lord and enjoying every minute. This is the true nature of the Jivatma actually. Not the, just flowing the sweat. This is not the, no. So enjoying is the constitutional position. That's why we are all enjoying. We are all enjoying the life. Yes, you are enjoying or not? If someone is not enjoying, means he is not in the constitutional position actually. If you are enjoying in this blissful Krishna conscious life, that means you are rightly situated actually. You are going in a right path actually. So all of you are enjoying or not? Yes. If you are all enjoying, then you are right situation actually. You should be enjoying. Don't worry actually. So-called these obligations are only for the, till the body you have actually. Those are all not your permanent constitutional duties. Constitutional duties, no. So that's why Prabhupada says devotees means they always simplify their life and be Krishna conscious and enjoy the life. He showed the path how to be enjoy, how to become enjoy, not the working for the 12 hours, 14 hours and keep on. So we always just miss, so sweating and thinking that we are doing the best. No, actually. You are just working for the non-devotees and you are making their wealth more and you are thinking that you are enjoying. You are doing right thing, but you are not doing right thing. You are wasting your time and energy for others' purpose, for who are not at all devotees actually. You should not lose your time for others, non-devotees' sake actually. Non-devotional activities. This is the goal given by this. This is the guidance given by the Srila Prabhupada. Then Vidyapati is so much attracted. What is the use for me to go to my house? And I am the devotee of the Lord. And let me do friendship with this Shabara and I can also stay in this forest. And like that he is thinking. And once again, then Punah Provacha Shabaram Maite Ched Anugraha. Then he is asking, he is telling to the Shabara like this once again. Sadhu, 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 Shabara. Very nice. Sakyam Tvaya Karyam Iti Me Nischavaya. Mahan, my dear Shabara, I decided now to do friendship with you. Is it okay? That's why. If you want to save your life from this material world, you have to do friendship with the devotees. So, if you want to enjoy your life really, if you want to really increase your bliss in your life, if you want to progress in your life, so you should do friendship with the devotees and always you should be in the association of the devotees. That's why we need the communities. We should increase our friendship. We should have the friendship and it is missing actually now, unfortunately, because of influence of the Maya. When we try to go towards the Lord, so Maya is going to test us very seriously. And she will also become very serious. If you become serious, she will also become serious, whether he is really serious or not. And testing is her serious business. That is her serious business. So that's why you should not fall victim of this. You should always, so remember that you should travel towards the Lord and do the friendship with the devotees. And try to please them actually. And try to serve them. And every devotee think like that. It's not that he is serving and I will also so accept his service. No, he should also serve. Parasparam, that means mutually they should serve each other. So, like this, Kim Gatva Sevayaha Rajnaha. What is the use of serving the king actually? So, like that, you should also think that what is the use of serving the non-devotees? Anyway, he is Indradevana Maharaj is a great devotee. But here, what is the view of the Purohit? That's a Vidyapati thinking. What is the use of doing those kind of worldly activities? He doesn't have any disrespect for the Indrajimna Maharaj. But what is the use of doing such a worldly activities? Why I have to waste my time and energy? I should always sing and glorify the Lord. 24/7 what? Shravana Kirtanadi Rupa. That means Swarupa Siddha Bhakti one should do. Then that is the pure devotion. The pure devotion means doing 24 hours direct devotional service to the Lord without any karma and jnana. One should attain, one should come to that platform actually. Then our bhakti begins. So one should feel the way the Vidyapati is feeling actually. Feeling. Are you feeling like that? He's feeling that what is the use of now serving in that palace actually? I am ready to stay in the forest because of the Madhav. So that is the thing. Are you ready to stay in the forest for the Madhav's sake? No. You want the city, enjoyment. You are in So this is a problem actually. This is our problem. So then Gatva sevaya ragnaha paratra asuka hetuna. This is not going to give any kind of bliss. This kind of realization one should have. Bhakti will bring automatically jnana and vairagya. Jnanam cha vairagyam yadahaitukam. By keep on doing the devotion, Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayatyasu Jnanam cha Vairagyam Yadahaitukam. Vairagyam Jnanam cha Yadahaitukam is going to bring this both. Automatically detachment for this material world you will be getting. If you are not getting this kind of detachment, the way the Vidyapati is getting after exposed to the spiritual activities, you have to think about your progress. You have to question about your progress, whether you are really progressing or not. Atra stitva tvaya sadur mam upasya madhusudanam. And he is saying to the Sabara, I will also stay with you, my dear friend. And along with you, I will also worship this Lord. And I will worship this Madhusudana. Yatha punar deha bando yatishye na bhavet mama. So I will endeavor to serve the Lord. And I will not get any further entanglement with this material world. Sadhu mitratvaya sardham bhagyat me sangamo abhavat. Because of my unknown fortune, I got the friendship with you. I got your association. And I'm so happy. I'm so fortunate. Dustaram bhavasaram tarishye tat prasadataha. Oh, my dear friend, because of your mercy, I can cross over this material ocean. So that is the way. That means whoever is saving you from this material world, so that means your senior devotees who are bringing to this spiritual path, you have to be always obedient to them, and you should be always, that means having your thankful state to them actually. The way how he is Vidyapati is saying, oh my dear friend, because of you, this is impossible to cross over this material ocean and this material world, and I am crossing because of you only actually. So Sarametat Prashamsanti Samsare Bhavasagare. So this is the Saram actually. Worshipping the Madhusudana is the Saram, and this whole samsara is Asaram. Yad Vaishnavena Mitratvam. So friendship with the devotees is only the Saram. So friendship with the devotees is only really the Saram essence. And everything is Nissaram. Sarahinam. Friendship with the materialistic people is a Sarahinam. If you have the friendship and if you feel your mind, your heart is feeling hankering to do the friendship with your material friends, then you are not in a right path actually. That means, so you are not in the mood of the progress actually. Your bhakti progress is hampering actually because of some kind of offenses are happening in you. You have to check back You have to check back, and like if you are traveling on your bike and it is punctured, then it is not moving properly. You should immediately check whether the tire is punctured or not. Similarly, your bhakti is punctured actually. So is punctured actually. You should understand this. So that's why one should feel, that means so happy to do the friendship with the devotees, not with the non-devotees. The friendship with the non-devotees is the asaram. Mitrasya saha vasena prana pratyakshameshyati. By doing friendship with you, my dear Shabara, so I can get the again and again the darshan of the Lord directly. Bhagavan Pundarikakshaha Sankachakra Gadadaraha Indradhimyo Narapatirmayi Pratyagate Sakhe Bhagavantam Samaradhum Ihaiva Nivatsyati. Then he is telling, actually, Vidyapati. So, my dear, so Shabara, actually, my king, Indradyumna, he also wants to, he sent me, and also he want me to come back actually. The only purpose is, he want to, so Indradyumna Maharaj want to come back and he wants to stay here. He wants to stay here and worship the Jagannātha. Prasadam Vipulam. And also he wants to construct a big temple for the Lord. And also he wants to engage a lot of servants in the service of the Lord. Bhagavantam Samaradhyum Ihaiva Sanivitsati. And he will be staying here to worship the Lord. Sahasram Upacharanam Pujanaya Jagatpatehe. So just Vidyapati thought like that, I should not stay here. And also he is saying immediately, so what is going to happen in the future with the Shabara? Anyway, we are going to come back here. Sahasram Upacharanam Pujanaya Jagatpatehe. For the worship of the Lord, he is going to engage thousands of the people now. Rachayishyami iti. And also he did vow. This vow he did in front of the Jatila actually. When Jatila told about this Kshetra, at the time he took the vow that he is going to construct a big temple for the Lord. And that means till now there is no temple for the Jagannātha. He is lying under the tree. Natural atmosphere is enjoying actually. Nowadays in the temple also, in the Garbhagudi, there is a lot of hot, so much sweating. Lord is also getting so much sweating because of our concrete buildings. And cement buildings always give the heat in the summer, and also it will give the lot of cold in the winter. That is the general nature of the concrete buildings actually. And because of this, Lord is also getting already we are getting suffering, and we are keeping him also inside, and he is also getting the same feeling actually. Generally, the traditional construction of the temples, they don't use this kind of cement or steel and asbestos and stones. They are all very natural stones they take and they make the temple actually, where Lord will be getting the nice, happy atmosphere actually. Of course, for the sake of the preaching, we are building the temples. So Lord is also adjusting for himself because of your genuine reason. Since you want to preach and you want to have a center and temple actually to attract the more and more people. But the ideal situation is Lord wants the more natural construction actually. He likes that. So now, Vidyapati, so he's saying this, Indradyumna Maharaj is going to come and construct such a big temple. Pratistrutam tat purataha pritaha tanmenu manyatam. So this is the thing he said. Then Sabara is reacting for that. Sakhe, oh my dear friend, Puratani Varta Prasiddhye Vatra Stadrishi. Oh my dear friend, Sabara is saying to Vidyapati, my dear friend, we also know this. Because for ancestors we came to know that one day, Indrajumna Maharaj is going to come and he is going to build a big temple for the Jagannath. But one surprising thing also is going to happen, my dear. So Vidyapati, you should know. Tvayāyathaiva katita Indrajumna samagamaha kemalam madhavam tatra na drakshati mahipatihi. So whenever, and also Sabra told that whenever your king is going to come this place, at that time he is not going to see Madhava. Such an unfortunate thing, actually. Very sad news Sabra told to Vidyapati. So Madhava darshan he will not, Jagannath darshan is not going to get Indrajumna Maharaj. That beautiful Jagannath, whoever is near now, and that Jagannath is going to get that darshan. We also missed anyway. And Indrajumna Maharaj also missed that. He is going to miss that actually. He will come. So Sabra is telling, we all know, but whenever he come by that time, so he cannot see this. Achiradeva Bhagavan, very soon actually. Now, very soon, within few, so maybe days or hours. So what is going to happen? This Jagannath, whom you saw, Nilimadhav, Swarna Balukaya Avrataha, he will be covered by the Swarna Baluka, that means golden sand. Golden sand is going to cover him very soon. Pratijagne Yam Yamaye Tadantardhanam Bhamishyati. So this you should know. You should know, Vidyapati, this. By the time so king come, so Lord will disappear from this place. Mahabhagya paripakat pratyakshoyam tvaya kritaha. Your fortune is ripened, and so your Mahabhagya, your great fortune is ripened, and that's why you got the direct darshan of this Jagannath. Indrajumna Maharaj is not going to get this. Dhruvam Satya Avadhasyati, definitely is not going to get. Yeshardhastu Tvaya Mitrana Vaktavyo Nrupagrataha. But oh my dear Vidyapati, don't tell this to your king this. Don't tell this to your king. Because he has to come here. And he should not get the darshan. Then after that, he will prayopesham. That means he is until the death. That means he will take the vow till the death. What kind of vow? If he is not going to get the darshan of the Lord, our solution for this, so till that time, so he will be going to do the fasting actually. Prayopavesham, this is the say we say. Like the prayopavesham means, even the Parikshit Maharaj did the prayopavesham. That means until the thing to happen, so they will be doing their fasting. That means until hearing the complete Bhagavatam, he is completely fasting. So until that to be finished, he is not drinking the water, not eating and anything. That is known as prayopavesham. Similarly, now until the Lord give the solution, so this Indrajumna Maharaj is going to do the fasting. And by that, Lord will be pleased. And in his dream, so Lord will be appearing. Then after that, Lord will be ordering him. So to install the Darumaya, the 4 deities. That means wooden 4 deities. What are those? Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, and Sudarshan. These 4 deities. So he will worship them, and after that he will install with the help of Brahmaji. This has to happen, my dear. So that's why let him come. Don't say anything to him. Then after that, so Jagannath will be staying here. Till the time, your and mine descendants so exist. Till that time, this Jagannath will be on this Nilachal. When our descendants are over, Jagannath also leave this place. That means Shabaras descendants and Vidyapati's descendants. So till the time they stay, so Jagannath will be accepting their service from them, and he will be staying. When these descendants are over, so Jagannath also will leave that place. अनुग्रहात् भगवतो नात्र कार्य विचारणा अत्र तदत्रार्थे सके खेदम माव्रजा क्षिप्रमेव हि. So that's why you don't worry, my dear. So your king is also going to get the darshan of the Jagannath in the wooden form. So that's why. So don't be so much worried for this. Let him come, and you go back to your palace, and you explain everything means whatever that means. So you have seen that. And he'll tell one more thing actually. Shabara didn't say send off to him now, because that is night now. Already evening is over now. Where we are now? Now it's night time or not? You forgot? It's night time actually. He took that nice prasadam, and now what he has to do? He has to sleep. So because already he is tired. So then Shabara is telling that, my dear friend, you took the nicely prasadam. I think you are so happy with this. Tomorrow we do one thing. We will go to the Tirtha Raja Snanam. Who is the Tirtha Raja? That's the ocean. So ocean is the Tirtha Raja, is the king of all the Tirthas. Because in the 3 days back, one thing we discussed, this Jagannātha Kshetra in the form of the Shank actually. That Shanks took 2 yojanas of that. Yojanas are so crochets or yojanas, something. So 2 yojanas of so that Shank part is inside the ocean, we said. And because of that ocean is completely, it became what? Auspicious. So it got the ability of purifying anything actually. So Tirthas generally purifies. And this ocean is the best one among the purifiers. So that's why it is known as the Tirtha Rajam. So that's why Shabara is saying to Vidyapati, my dear friend, we'll go to that place. We'll go to the Samudra Snanam. We do that. Then after that, we'll see the arrangement for your king. Whenever he come back with his army and with his protectors and his Sena, so we have to see that means proper arrangements. Then we'll find a place for him, so for his residence here. So then after that, so you get once again darshan of the Lord. So after doing the Samudra Snanam, so from there we'll be come back on the bank of the ocean. You will be find the place. Then we'll come to the once again getting the darshan of the Neelamadhav. So then after that you can leave. So like that he said. Now you take the rest nicely. Okay. Sindho snatva tasya tate nivasaya mahipatehe trakshamaha sadhu samsthanam yathabhilashitam sakhe ityanyascha katha punyaha krutva. And while sleeping also they discuss so many past tense actually. That means Shabara also tell this so many past tense related to the Jagannath, and those are all not compiled here. Just here Vasudev also is saying that there are so many stories they taught each other. Subhasthane cha aswapatam shena pallava strute prabhatayam tu sharvayam Tirtharajodakena tau snanam nirvartya vidivat madhavam pranipatya cha rajarhastanam nirniya nivasaya gatau punaha. They took the nicely bath on the ocean as said, and also they prayed to the prayers to the Lord, and they find the place there. And tatra mitrena abhimantya ragno nirdesha karanat. So then after that, Shabara told that you got the darshan of the Lord also and you did everything. So now you can climb your chariot and you go back. Tatra mitrena abhimantya. But before going to that, so Vidyapati paid complete obeisances. Shabara is a ordinary, is a tribal man. Huh? And Vidyapati is a great Brahmana, is staying in the palace. But how he respected, you see. Tatra mitrena abhimantya. So Ragno, so Nirdesha Karanat. So he completely, that means he take the proper leave from the Shabara. And also he, so because of the order of the king, so Vidyapati, Rathamaruhya, and he climbed the chariot and Avantipuram Yayo, he went back to the Avantipuram. Okay, Vidyapati went to Avantipuram. So when Vidyapati went to Avantipuram, so what happened in Avantipuram, that we will be discussing. Meanwhile, what happened to Nilachal? So Jagannātha, that also we should know. So then what is happening? That means Vidyapati went to that. And now here you see on the top of the hill what is happening. Pratyagate tato vipre sayahne sura sankule madhavachana velayam vatas chandagatirvyavu savarnavalugascha vichakaracha sarvashaha tenakuladrushe tenakuladrusho devana shekur avalokane Srikantasya tada vipradadyuste purushottamam yavadhyanasthira drusho muhurtam te divaukasaha dhyanante valuka rashim dadrushuste namadhavam rohinim cha tatha kundam Babuhu Vyakulendriyaha. So, on one fine day evening, Sayahnave, generally demigods, they come, they do the worship, and morning also they come, evening also come. So, they have shifts actually. Shift wise, they come and worship. So, on that fine evening, what happened? There was a very heavy wind blow. Vatas Chandagatir. That means very forceful wind came actually. And at that time they are all worshipping. All the demigods are so in front of the Lord Madhava and they are worshipping. And suddenly very heavy wind was blowing. And Suvarna Balukas Achau Asau Vichakara and lot of golden sand. So it was blowing actually in all the directions. Tena akuladrusha devaha. And because of this heavy wind on the sand, they are not able to see actually. Na shekuhu avalokane, not able to see. Then Srikantasya tada vipra tadyu tepuhu purushottamam. And then immediately everyone started meditating on the Lord. So because they are not able to see, they started meditating on the Lord. Then Yavat Dhyana Sthiti, they are all in the meditation. And within fraction of the, that means some moments, within few moments. Then while these all demigods are in the meditation, then what happened? And so meditation is over in a few seconds and they open the eyes. That means, I don't think actually demigods are closing and opening eyes is there or not, but opened eyes is not there. So when they came out from the meditation, it is said that what they saw actually after coming out from the meditation, Valukarashim dadrusuhu, they were seeing the pile of the sand in the place of where the Lord, so Nilimadhav, Jagannātha was there. They were seeing only the pile of a big pile of the golden sand. Na Madhavam dadrishuhute. They didn't see the Madhava. And remaining things are all there actually. Rohini Kund and also the tree and everything are there. Tatha kundam rohinim cha tada kundam. By this, these demigods, akula vyakula indriyaha, they all that means senses are completely in the anxiety actually. They are full of anxiety. So where is our Lord? Chintam avapuhu. They got that means lot of chinta, mahatim, ha ha, ruruduhu. They started crying. And with ruruduhu means with a loud voice they are started crying. Kim etat tannohi durdaivam ekada. What unfortunate for us. What has happened? So drusham se chanakaha srishaha kshanad yannopalabhyat. Just a few minutes before he is here, few seconds before he is here. Now he is not here. Aparadam kim asmakam lakshitam purushottama. Oh Purushottama, oh Jagannātha, what kind of offense happened by us? What is the reason actually you disappeared from this place? Yugapat sevakan sarvan apahaya nadrishyase. Why you are not giving your darshan and you left all of us? And we are all your servants, and what kind of offense we did and why you are not giving your darshan to us? Yeshamarthe Jagannātha Svichakartha Kalevaram. So, oh my dear Lord, so take this, our dead bodies. That means they all want to live their life now. Tan anathan parityajya kanane kimupekshase. Why you are leaving us? We are all anathas. We don't have any natha now. We are all orphans. We are masterless. Now we are masterless in this forest. And you left us. Swasharira vibhutirno vihaya kamalekshana. We are all your vibhutis. We are all your property. Oh kamalekshana, oh beautiful. So glances. Oh beautiful, that means lotus eyes. The one who have. And you left us. Kimakandam rachayasi. What this you did? Kathā soshan divaukasaha. And you are made us to cry. Tavamsha bhutannaha. We are all your part and parcel. Sarvan yajvanaha prati praya yajvanaha prayajanti vai tad prityai yagna purusha tad adishta phalapradhan tad ahankara. So we are all your part and parcel. Because of you only we are all worshipped, and you are sanctioning the things whatever asked by our devotees, and you are the giver of all the fruits, and because of you only we are here. So demigods, see, they are speaking the fact actually. So because of you only we are here, and anything is given by us to our devotees, that is because of you. And anything is worshipped to us, that is all meant for your pleasing. Andishakaha putrayamaha sampratam tadupekshitaha. We are all neglected by you now. Where we can go? Because our whole life is dependent on you. Because of you only we are existing. Because you give, that's why we offer that to our devotees. And if they worship, that is for your pleasing. And we are all your part and parcel. Now you neglected us and you left us and you, so go away. So what we can do now? So that is the helpless nature. So these devotee demigods, they are expressing actually so beautifully their dependency. So every devotee has to feel the dependency on the Lord. Harpanyam. They should feel, that means they are fully meek in front of the Lord, and because of his because of his causeless mercy, because of his causeless unlimited mercy only we are here. Whatever body we have, that is his energy. Whatever that means we are eating or whatever we are doing, everything is belonging to him. And this is the one of the symptom of the Sharanagati. And if you don't feel the Sharanagati to the Lord, and if you feel the Sharanagati to the other than the Lord's, oh my dear boss, because of you, I'm getting the every day, so my food in my plate. And because of your causeless mercy, I am getting the every month 1 lakh rupees of the salary. And you are my master, and I am meant for your pleasing. And if you leave the Lord, and if you accept anyone, and if you surrender in front of anyone other than the Lord, that is also resembling your Vibhicharata, actually, your prostitute nature, actually. Or a prostitute, actually. And so that kind of nature one should not cultivate, actually. That is showing that he doesn't have any Shraddha towards the Lord. And Jiva Goswami explains in that Bhakti Sandarbha. Going down in front of the material people is the symptom of not having the Shraddha or Sharanagati towards the Lord. So this is that's why devotees depend on the devotees. Devotees, they live independently, actually. They should be living. That's why Prabhupada wanted devotees, they should live so peacefully, happily, and independently from the non-devotees. For growing the grains, for the food, for anything, actually, for the clothes, for the shelter, for any purpose, one should depend on the devotees. So this is the Prabhupada wanted, actually. This is even if you see the Satkriya Sara Deepika, if you see, so Gopal Bhatta Goswami is writing, actually. Devotee should not work for the non-devotees. That's not good, actually. But beginning you might be, but you should plan for the right thing, actually. You should plan. That's very important. So then, so my Lord, now we are left over by you. So what is the use of this life now? In front of our eyes, within a fraction of seconds, you disappeared from this place, means what kind of offense we did towards you? What is the mistake in us? Kan dishikaha kutrayamaha, where we should go now? Once we are neglected by you, then where we should go? Divistanaischa kim karyam. What is the use of going to the Swarga? If you are not there and you have neglected us, then what is the use of our life? Twam analokya madhava. Without seeing you, if we go there, our house, what is the use? Akrutarthaha. So our life is useless, is not successful. Tvayahina. Without you, our life is useless. And we will be vanecharaha bhavishyamaha. We will be roaming in this forest only. Nishkalanka sudha abhanum sushama paribhavukam. Tvadasyam chetna pashyamo na yasyama suralayam. Without seeing you, we never go back to Swarga again. So till that time, so you give the darshan, we will be doing the tapasya in this forest only. So we'll be stay back here. Here only will be there. So like that, they said. And we will be so wearing the leaves of that means the skin of the trees. skin, that means bark, tree barks. We wear those, and we eat only just the fruits in this forest, and we live here. Yavatvam pundarikaksha viloka ishyama. He vayam. Till the time we will not get back your darshan, we stay in this forest and do the tapasya. Nisarga karunyam bhude. You are, oh my dear causeless ocean of the causeless mercy. Dinan statumarhasi. Dinan naha pratumarhasi. We are all, that means that's a dinatvam. One should feel dina, that means meek and useless in front of the Lord. If one doesn't have this quality, if you feel himself as a hero, I did this much service for the Lord, I am the great, I am the best preacher, I am the best book distributor, I built this many temples, I did the opulent service to the Lord. Then that kind of mentality will immediately, will take away the mercy of the Lord. Bhakti Maharani, immediately she will be out. And you lead to the next, commit the offenses. One will commit the offenses in the next moment, actually. And he started offending the other devotees and finding the faults, and he'll be thinking that they are all useless in front of him. This is going to happen. So that's why. So these demigods are showing their survival is completely because of the Lord only. And without his darshan, I cannot do anything. So then, ta anathan dina hrudayan tvameva sharanam gatan. So we all, my dear Lord, we took completely, we are all the orphans and we took the shelter in your lotus feet. Tada analoka shokaika paravare nimajjataha. Without seeing you, we will be in this ocean of this shoka, in this tragedy actually. Shubha drishti taranya na samudhara. By putting your auspicious glances on us, just uplift us, save us, protect us. Like that, they are saying, Evam pralapatam tatra sarvesham. They were saying like this, so demigods. Then what happened? Tomorrow we'll see. Okay, thank you very much. Any questions or comments? Hare Krishna. Everyone is there or somewhere you? I think all are busy in their work. Okay. Susovita Mataji. Sobhita.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Pranam Mataji.
Prabhuji, in Odisha, one place is there named Kantilo, and there Nilamadhava temple is there, Prabhuji. And I heard that Vidyapati. I heard that Vidyapati go there and heard the darshan of Nilamadhava. In Kantilo, that temple is there, Nilamadhava temple.
No, that may be the different story. I don't know, actually. I don't know. Maybe that is in another Puraṇa. But this is the, and he will permanently went into this. And like that, I studied here. And I'm not knowing that story more. Sorry. Sakshi Gopal, you were saying?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
But that story, when it happened, that Vidyapati is the Pujari of the Indradimna Maharaj? No, no?
No. At that Kantilo Nilamadhava, that is they share that that is that Indraman Maharaj Vidyapati.
But Sakshi Gopal Vidyapati is who is that? That is that same Indrajimana Maharaj Pujari? Not that. No?
No, Prabhuji, that is different.
That's different actually. But this Kantiloka temple there, that Vidyapati is Indrajimana Maharaj Pujari, Purohit.
Yes,
Huh?
yes,
Maybe
Prabhuji.
actually. Yeah. So Sakshi Gopal Vidyapati is different. Yeah, he is a villager and that village, that story is different. He is not the Indrajimana Maharaj Pujari. So that
Yes,
story is different. And maybe, so this Nilimadu appeared there. Is it like that?
yes, Prabhuji.
I don't know, but is there any Purana? Actually, I don't know it.
I don't know about Purana. I heard it from the temple Pujari. I asked them, then they told me that Vidyapati came there and had the darshan of Nilamadhava. Then when Indrajimana Maharaj go there, then the deity is disappeared from there.
Mataji, actually, whatever Nilimadu Vidyapati got darshana, that is there on the
Yes.
Rohini Kund, where now the Jagannātha Mandir is there.
Jagannātha.
There only,
Okay.
there only Vidyapati also got the darshan.
Okay, Prabhuji.
We'll
Okay,
be seeing in the
Prabhuji.
further story.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam.
I wanted to know if the actual dynasty in Jagannath Puri are the same coming from the Vidyapati.
Yes, yes. They are all the descendants of the Vidyapati and Shabara.
Okay, so do they are they will continue to be existing on earth
Yes.
to the time when Jagannath, Lord Jagannath will disappear?
Yes.
Okay. So what is for the guarantee that Jagannath, the Lord Jagannath will remain on Jagannath Puri?
Purana is saying, no?
Yes.
Purana is the reference. Shastra is the Pramana.
Okay.
Any questions? Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for your kind and patient hearing. So we'll meet tomorrow. Is it okay? Everyone will not feeling the wasting of time, na? Because it will go on for the many days. You have any problem? That means it's not like a course actually. It's generally I do courses. It's not like a course. It's like a devotion direct. It's for the pleasure of the Lord and it's a pleasure of the devotees and the pleasure of the Sri Vasudev. So, yes, it's a pleasure for the for the pleasure of the Jagannātha and also Vasudev compiled these books, and I am very much so concerned about his dedication, devotion he was having for our future generations, Kali Yuga people, and he compiled all this, and he brought 1,100 crores of slokas. He referred and he brought out this such a cream thing and gave to us, and that's why it's a service to the Srila Vasudev, service to the Jagannātha, and service to our all acharyas, and as a service to the all other Vaishnavas. So I want to continue like this. So I hope, and you will also have the same mood, and instead of having the town foundation and feeling so some kind of, that means suffocation. Oh my God, how many days it will go on? So I am not inclined to completion. So with that mood, I am not teaching. I am not speaking actually. So how much we should relish, that much maximum extent we should relish. That is the thing actually. Okay. Is it okay for all of you? Yes. Yes, Mata, do you want to say something?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Really, it's very happy to hear like this, but it's unfortunate that I will not be attending from Monday, I think. How many classes it will be there, Prabhu? I thought you said it will be some 8 days. Some 10.
But Mataji, actually today, every day we are completing one chapter. Actually, 23 chapters are there. More than 25 chapters are there.
In which chapter are we now, Prabhu?
This is from the Skanda Puraṇa, na, actually. So like this, 25 chapters and lot of glorification and lot of incidents and yeah, many more details. So like this 24, even still we have more than 15 to 20 chapters are there. So I don't know actually. I will do some days and then after that. So we'll be giving the fast or break and then we'll continue at some other time.
Really, today I've relished a lot, Prabhu. The prasadam, Vidyapati, that having prasadam, and very felt very sad for leaving, Lord leaving the place. Really, I relished very much,
I,
but I'm
I
very
also
unfortunate.
yes. I also feel that means I am staying there along with Vidyapati. That kind of feeling when we read this Purana. So I pay my complete obeisances to our Srila Vyasadeva. And such a wonderful compilation he did actually.
Yes,
And we are fully indebted for him.
yes, Prabhu. Really relished very means I can't
Okay.
express in words. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for this.
Hare Krishna.
Nice.
Sri Sailam Prabhu.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ గ్లోరిఫికేషన్ టెక్స్ట్ మెసేజ్ పెడతారా ప్రభుజీ
Prabhuji.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పారా విజయపతి బాబు అది గ్లోరిఫికేషన్ భగవంతుని చేశారు కదా అది టెక్స్ట్ ఏమైనా పంపిస్తారా ప్రభుజీ ప్రూఫ్ లో
అది సంస్కృతంలో ఉంది ప్రభు నా దగ్గర. I have that in the Sanskrit actually, not in the English language.
అంటే మీరు దాన్ని ఏమైనా ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేసి అట్లా ఏమైనా పెట్టగలుగుతారా బాబు అట్లా అంటే ఇంతకాలం దేవుని చూస్తాం దండం పెట్టుకోవడం వరకే ఉన్నది కానీ ఇలా
You can focus on the even Bhagavatam. There are so many glorifications like Kunti Maharani and like our Bhishma Dev. Then after that Nagapati. So many actually. So Brahmaji. Any glorification you can meditate on that. So that will be useful.
ఇంతవరకు ఏమైనా ప్రణామ మంత్రం పెట్టుకొని దర్శనం చేసుకునే వాళ్ళము మీరు చెప్పాక అనిపిస్తుంది అంటే
And yeah, actually devotees what they do, they will be memorizing the glorification and in front of the Lord, remembering the meanings of each lines, and they will be so praying to the Lord in front of the Lord, because they cannot make the glorification their own, but at least they take from the Bhagavatam and they use that. So that can be done actually.
అంటే అంటే మాకు అదేం తెలియదు ప్రభుజీ అందుకే అడుగుతాం అట్లా
No, you can take the Kunti Maharani prayers or anything. That means like the Brahmaji, when you see the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, then he is glorifying, and also in the 9th chapter of the 3rd canto, so many places are there. Stuti there. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
హరే కృష్ణ
So thank you very much for everyone for coming and giving your time. Really, I am very fortunate, and I am seeking your continuous presence, which also I am not so pure devotee. By your presence, I feel more encouraged, and I can also get your association, and your presence will make us inspired to speak also. Thank you very much for coming. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarupyascha kripa sindhu bhevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा